hell is going on, guys? Welcome to Boys and Bears with Maxwell and Connor. I'm Maxwell.
And I'm Connor. And today,
And
we have a dedicated episode for Star Wars. We have been on a binge. That is pretty much all we've been watching / talking about. So for the whole next hour, that's what
all you're going to hear about.
So if you don't like that, maybe we can convince you to like it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I'm going on a trip. Then I'm not going to be here the day we normally record this. So we don't have the week that we normally have to fester on topics. So we're just going to talk to you about some Star Wars.
Now, I will preface this. There are going to be hella tons of spoilers. Like a lot.
Hella tons.
Like a lot. Like
not
did
you guys know that Anakin is Darth Vader?
What? Get the fire!
Oh jeez.
God, where do we even start at?
In your opinion, what order do you watch the movies in?
I do chronological.
Like from Phantom Menace.
Phantom Menace to wherever the last one's called.
That is the way that you're supposed to watch them. That is the way George Lucas says you watch them.
The man himself.
Because that's the way you read books. Right? That's like if I was reading Harry Potter and
they just decided to release it all fucked.
Yeah. It's like, well, I bought them in this order, so I might as well read them in this order. It's like, no, you're starting on 4. What are you doing? No, straight up though, George Lucas himself, he's like, you start with Phantom Menace, you work your way out. And I include, because Ruby had not watched any of the movies all the way through.
Uh-huh.
So we started with Phantom Menace, and we included Rogue One and Solo.
Okay. Yeah, I would. I feel like that merges.
I really like
really
those
well.
movies. I don't see why people hate those movies so much. I really like them.
I don't see why people would hate the movies.
People straight up dog on them, dude. They're like, they're so bad.
We only see one lightsaber the whole time in Rogue One. That's Darth Vader.
Star Wars is not only lightsabers.
Lightsaber. We only saw one lightsaber in Solo, and that was Darth Maul.
Darth Maul's badass.
I ate little bitch.
I think the storyline. If you're like, I don't like sci-fi movies, I think the storyline is enough to be like. There's some.
One of my favorite scenes.
There's some bumpy roads there.
One of my favorite scenes in all of Star Wars, and this is very controversial. I really like the speeder chase between Obi-Wan and Anakin and Zam Wessel. When they're on the thing and they're like, and then
so like.
And
come on, Annie, we gotta go after Zam Wessel.
And then he's like, all right, I'll see you, dude. And Anakin just jumps off. And he lands on Zam's pod, and they're like, and she's like stabbing through the thing, and he's like, ah, ah.
What a description of that scene. Dude, I'm just hyped about The Mandalorian. That shit.
God, dude, The Mandalorian is so good, man.
Episode 1 of season 2.
Before we get too far into this, I will say I did a little bit more research on Gina Carano, and I don't support her opinions. And I'm gonna leave it at that. That's all I'm gonna say on that one. But The Mandalorian is dope as hell.
It's really good.
Straight up.
Maybe next episode we're seeing it. Well, actually, I don't know. But when this is released, we probably will know if we see Ahsoka in the next episode. I'm pretty sure we will.
Pretty sure.
Question is, I seriously doubt Rex is still alive.
Straight up no. Straight up no. No, if he is, he's old as dick, dude.
Like he is well in his 90s.
Here's the problem with getting what's his name?
Who?
What's the guy's name that plays
Boba Fett?
Boba Fett and Jango Fett.
Is he just looks like all the clones?
No.
What's the problem?
The point I'm making.
I know who you're talking about. It's the
Oh, jeez.
Are they not
Aw,
going to
man.
expand upon that storyline anymore? Like they're just like, hey, there's Boba Fett, and then it's like, all
Tamara
right,
Morrison. All right. The problem is that he himself is was born in 1960,
yeah,
which makes him 60. And I don't want to be that guy. He looks like it.
damn.
Boba Fett is supposed to be let me see here. Boba Fett age in Mandalorian. He's supposed to be 41. And it's just like, you can tell, man.
I mean,
can tell
cleanly
he-
shaven, the
you can-
dude looks okay.
Here's the thing. You can make the argument Boba Fett was eaten by a Sarlacc. So maybe, that stomach acid does a little something for your aging. I wouldn't really say it's the proactive levels of skincare.
Oh yeah, definitely not.
So maybe that just like isn't the move,
Maybe not.
Maybe.
I don't know. I mean, the fact that I just hate that they were like, "Oh my God, it's Boba Fett," and then you're like, "We're just not going to expand upon it." You saw him, and that's
We're gonna
it.
see him later.
How
I'm
long
sure
do you
of
think
it.
this season's going to be? Because the last season wasn't very long.
Well, the last season was really like a proof of concept. Like, this is the Mandalorian, but now that it really has traction, I think that this season, if I were to guess, I'd say 12 episodes.
12.
12. I know the last one was 8. My guess is 12.
I am.
Because like with all the actors that they've brought in for these like crazy storylines, I just
Mhm.
don't think they can get that done in 8 episodes.
Yeah, and I'm
Especially
really
seeing
banking.
as of this Friday when this goes live, we will be halfway through. If it were 8 episodes, it's just
Yeah.
like I don't see how you're going to close all this up in 4 episodes,
I will
unless
say,
they're all 1-hour episodes.
I am banking on this next episode coming out on a Ahsoka v Moff Gideon duel with the dark saber and the normal lightsabers.
The other ones.
That would be
Wait a minute!
Good.
It just dawned on me.
what?
Dark saber, lightsaber.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! The opposite of dark saber is
Is lightsaber.
lightsaber. Ah.
So then why aren't all Sith lightsabers called dark sabers?
Because they're not black.
They
The-
produce
the-
red light, they're not just
Yeah,
dark.
yeah. Dude, the dark saber is so cool. I don't really like the hilt. I think it looks a little dumb. You know what? I don't like the dark saber. I like a black lightsaber. I don't really like the dark saber. I'll say it. I think that it's weird that because like every other lightsaber it comes out and it's like a tube.
Yeah.
And it can, depending on what you're looking at, it comes out to like a point, kind of. But the dark saber is like, it's like it like swoop, and it's like that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make a damn lick of sense, sir.
But Bo-Katan's going after it.
She's going after it, man.
She's going after
Straight
it.
up. We did say spoilers, dude. This season of The Mandalorian is insane,
It's really crazy.
and it's like, we've gotten a new plot line in every episode, basically.
Yeah.
So it's just like, big thing, and you're like, whoa. Then you're like, big thing, and you're like, whoa, God. It's like big thing, and you're like, Jesus Christ, man. And it's like, I don't know how to keep up with this.
We said this a couple episodes ago. If you are one of the people canceling Yoda or the child, the baby, for eating eggs, it's time to stop. All right.
If you are canceling Baby Yoda and you yourself eat eggs,
Get
that's
outta
not
here.
allowed.
Yeah,
Get out of here.
You can't do
There's the door.
that.
Get outta
You
here.
can't see it, but over there is also a door.
Get out of here.
What? Come on.
'Cause that just doesn't
They
make any
weren't
damn
fertilized yet.
They weren't fertilized.
And also, he's a hungry boy, all right?
Like, I get it's uncool, but
I mean,
also, it's fiction. I don't think any toddlers are gonna see this and go, dude, I want to just rip some eggs right out of the rump of a chicken and just start eating them raw right then and there. I don't really think that that's really gonna happen from this.
Yeah. So I came across an interesting theory about the Mandalorian. What if season 3, season 4, down the road, the Mandalorian we have been watching becomes ruler of Mandalore?
I saw that too now,
Oh my god.
and
Because they're like, we're gonna see the new Mandalorian. It's gonna be me, Bo-Katan, and I'm gonna be Mandalore.
but it's like, why are you the Mandalore by default? I get it. She technically has a right to the Darksaber because she is a relative of Duchess Satine.
Yeah.
So technically, yes. But no, because that's never how the Mandalorians have done it. It has always been a trial by combat. And if the Mandalorian does kill Moff Gideon, he inherits the Darksaber. And you've got to remember, while Bo-Katan is also going after Moff Gideon, so is the Mandalorian. Because the Mandalorian tried to kill his son, dude. He was like, I want that baby. And old Mando's like, no, sir. And just imagine, Bo-Katan, she's like, I'm gonna fight you, dude. And Moff Gideon's like, let me kick the shit out of this other guy first. And
And then he
Mandalorian's like,
loses.
"Doo, doo, doo." And then he dies, right? And then the Mandalorian is Mandalore.
And then Bo-Katan has to fight the Mandalorian. I'm sorry. I like the Night Owl. I don't know.
I don't like the helmet. It's weird as hell, dude. Because it's like
I wasn't gonna say the helmet. I like the blue though.
I like the blue, but the helmet's weird as hell.
The
You know, the
weird
Night
little-
Owls are only girls. I guess like that makes sense. Looking at them, that it's an all-girl clan. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
You know what else is crazy? My boy Qui-Gon got murked. Also, wait, before we go into that,
How are you
There's-
just gonna start with Qui-Gon got murked?
hold on. People, well, not people, Star Wars theory. I watched the thing. This is just a theory. This is not something that is proven. Said that there could be a possibility that Mace Windu did not die.
No. It's been confirmed. George Lucas himself has said. Mace
So
Windu
he's
didn't
not
die.
dead?
Yeah. Because Samuel L. Jackson was like, "Nah, dude, I'm not dead," and George was like, "Sure." Just like because it was like a joke, but you gotta think like, no, that's canon.
You can't,
So-
I mean,
So I've seen people saying that Mace Windu might come back
oh my,
in this season.
could you imagine?
Could you imagine?
Could you
Dude,
imagine?
he'd be pissed off. I'd assume he'd be pissed off just being alive. Yes, I think it was like in an interview, and Samuel L. Jackson was like, somebody was like, "Did you die when you fell off that building?" And he was like, "No."
No. Because they can jump from really high places and, like, survive it.
Yeah.
So... And he survived a
Anakin
lot
lost
worse.
all of his limbs and was still kicking. Mace Windu just lost his arms. or
And
his
he
hand.
technically was a more powerful Jedi. So...
You could say that all you want, but I think Anakin would have kicked his ass. I think it would have been a longer fight than him and Obi-Wan,
Yeah.
but I think he would have kicked his ass. Well, okay. We recently watched the fight scene between Anakin and Obi-Wan
By recently,
Anakin-
5 minutes ago.
5 minutes ago. And Anakin is on the ground, right? And he's like, he's on fire. He's like, and he's like, help me, man. And he doesn't say help me, but he's reaching his arm out, like grabbing at Obi-Wan. Mind you, disarmed. Right? Can't do anything to you. And Obi-Wan's just like, nah, son, and lets him burn, and as far as he knows, die. He's like, man, you were my brother, Anakin, I loved you. But then he's like,
Death upon
man,
you.
I'm straight up on fire. And Obi-Wan's like, sick.
I'm straight up on fire. As we speak. I'm dying.
As we speak, he doesn't do a damn thing to help him. And I just think that's grimy.
What would have been more? I mean, I don't know if it would have been more grimy, but it would have been interesting if Obi-Wan just went down there and just killed him, and that was it. He just
I would have
died.
been. Just imagine the Empire wouldn't be shit.
They wouldn't have anything.
Yeah, they wouldn't have anything.
He just murders Anakin. That's it.
Have you seen the thing where it's like Star Wars and it's like a thick book, and it's like Star Wars if Watto accepted Republic currency, and it's a really thin book. Because technically, if if Watto would have accepted Republic currency, they would have just bought the ship part and left without picking up Anakin. And then Anakin would have never been a Jedi.
Oh my god, I never even thought about that.
Qui-Gon wouldn't have died.
It would have been all reduced down to a Phantom Menace. That's it.
Yeah, it would have just been a Phantom Menace. It would have been like, all right, see ya.
Dude, thanks for the part. We're gonna go now. Sick.
Yeah, we're just gonna gun it. See you later.
Don't you want to see how this story unfolds? Not really, no.
No,
I want to
Anakin,
leave.
a slave. You can stay.
A
I'll leave
slave? Coming with the Jedi?
Nah,
We're gonna go.
dude. Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau bringing back midichlorians. Isn't that cool? Everyone, okay. The Star Wars community as a whole hates midichlorians. They're like, I don't want an explanation for the Force. And it's like, but George Lucas was like, here you go. Here's one anyway. It's like
Accept
a
it.
certain cell in your blood that connects you to the Force.
Accept what
And
it
the
is.
higher amount of those you have, the stronger your connection to the Force is. And that just makes sense, right? That just makes sense. And people are like, no, you're making it more complicated. It's like, no, he's not.
Do you think
Literally just said, yeah, dude, straight up, little things in your body go burr. Now you're a Jedi.
Do you think Ahsoka is going to freak out upon the sight of the child? Because she probably has not seen that race.
In quite a while.
Well, the only time I think she probably saw that race was Yoda, and she knew what that was all about. And then seeing this, I'm sure I would freak the fuck out a little bit. Be like, oh my god.
Not only that, but like, he's Force sensitive.
Yeah.
So it's just like, whoa.
The wackiest thing would be if they were like, oh yeah, here's Ahsoka, and here's everyone else that survived Order 66 and is still living.
Imagine if Ahsoka's like, nah, I don't want to train this boy. Take him somewhere else.
No. You don't get that choice.
She's like, nah. I've heard rumors that they might bring young Luke in.
Young Luke?
Yeah.
Isn't this after Return of the Jedi?
Yeah.
Oh god, young Luke. Oh god, I'm so... For some reason I was thinking like 14...
Dipshit?
I was thinking 14-year-old child, and I was like, how is that possible?
No. I mean, like, Luke before he was an old man.
I was thinking Luke
I
the same
think
age as
that's-
young Anakin. I was like, I don't know how that's gonna work.
There's also theories that we can be seeing Ezra Bridger,
Cal Kestis,
So-
that's a big one.
Cal Kestis.
Which it would actually be very, very doable, seeing as he is an actual actor.
He is a real life man.
And an actual actor that is not a fake.
Dude,
Like-
Fallen Order was so good.
God, Fallen Order. And it's canon!
That game was so good, man. That game was so good. It took the gameplay style we know and love from The Force Unleashed, and then was like,
Add a
but
little,
now you can climb shit.
and add a little sprinkle Dark Souls in there. A little sprinkle.
Yeah, a little of Dark Souls, and
Oh my god. It's so
that
good.
game was so good, man.
So good.
I just kind of wish that my outfits were not limited to poncho and shorter poncho.
Oh my god, could you imagine having actual robes and being like,
If I could have like unlocked Cal Kestis's Jedi robes, that would have been so cool.
yep, I would have been down with that.
Or like just a cape, just the back half of a poncho called a cape.
I
May-
mean,
maybe theoretically that would have been cool. Maybe in Fallen Order 2.
If they make it, which they should.
I think that's pretty much confirmed.
That's like an instant money grab.
Yeah, and I'll play
It's
it
like,
too.
oh, absolutely, I'll
play
buy it. Absolutely, I'll buy it.
So boys, I pre-ordered Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga just so I could get the Steelbook, which is Han Solo and Carbonite. And I fucking ordered it for the wrong console. I don't know if you see that, but that shit is not a PlayStation 4. So my goal is that when it comes in the mail, I'll go and trade it in for the proper version.
You could make
But-
up. You could make up a
God.
story saying that you ordered the Xbox One copy, but they gave you a PS4 copy. Then you get a free Xbox One copy, and you give your PS4 copy to me. And that's what's up.
I've already contacted them about it, and they was like, "There's nothing that we can do." And I was like, "Really? You can't just go, nah, son, switch that real quick." And they're like, "Well, the only thing that we can do is cancel the order and give you your money back." And it's like, that's just no. And they're like, "Yeah, we can't guarantee that you'll still get the pre-order bonus."
So
And I was like, "So why would I do that? So why would I do that? I want my pre-order bonus, so I'm gonna get my pre-order bonus, and I'll figure out how to exchange the game for a playable copy later."
wow.
Because God, dude, that game looks so good. It has like 600 plus characters or something like crazy like that.
Yeah. I think it was like
Literally
600
every
something.
character.
Everything.
Yeah, I really think that that's why they released the Lego Star Wars Holiday Special, was so they can like flex some of that
Character selection.
technology.
I'm excited / nervous for the future of Star Wars.
I hope that if we get new movies that they put Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau behind it, because I cannot comprehend how you could have John Lucas, huh? George Lucas.
John Lucas.
George Lucas endorse somebody so highly. He's like, dude, this guy, he knows Star Wars. This is
Yeah.
the guy I want behind Star Wars. It then still picks just some dude to direct Star Wars movies. It's like, no. This guy is Star Wars at this point. He is the direct successor of the Star Wars story from George Lucas himself. And then you're like, can I get a little Steven Spielberg in there? Can I get a little... I can't remember the other guy's name that they had. I'm not even going to look it up. I don't care. Anyway, it's like, why would you get people who haven't done Star Wars to do Star Wars when you have these guys who've done Star Wars: The Clone Wars? They've done all of The Mandalorian
Yeah.
and are directly endorsed by George Lucas himself. That just doesn't make sense. Have them do the movies. That'd be sick.
Yeah.
They already do like 1 hour episodes of The Mandalorian. Just kind of do 2 of those
In one.
in one, and that's a movie. And I'll watch the hell out of it. If we can get a Old Republic or High Republic era Star Wars movie, a trilogy
That would be cool.
with like Darth Raven,
His lightsaber's badass.
both of them,
God.
or like what's that other guy's name? He's from Knights of the Old Republic 1.
You know, I'm gonna be that guy. I kind of want them to make.
Darth Malik.
I
Darth Malik.
I kind of want them to make sequels. to
Connor, it's not gonna happen. You can't force this.
I want it. Not even sequels. Like the
This dumb
period
shit.
of time between.
I will take a single
Movies.
movie. You can't make a trilogy out of that.
A single movie's fine.
Because there's a 20-year span of time. Okay, he wants a sequel trilogy, but it's a direct sequel to the prequels.
Not even a trilogy. Just make a good movie.
He wants a prequel to this. He wants a prequel to the original, but he wants it to be a sequel to the prequels. And he wants it to be like
Yes.
like the survivors of Order 66 and the
Hell yeah.
And-
I feel like that's
and-
just
and-
Clone Wars, if I'm being honest.
Yes.
Wait,
The
no,
Rebels.
after
It's Rebels.
it's Rebels.
That's Rebels. They made a show after that time period. It's called Rebels.
Good
I
show.
want something completely new. I want a new Star Wars series or set of movies that have none of the characters we know.
It would be cool if they made
I don't want
that
to see a single one of them. I
Or
just
the
want
lead
something
up.
brand new.
or the lead up to Qui-Gon Jinn would be cool. Like what?
Like I said, I think a standalone one movie, Qui-Gon, just one movie.
Well, not just about Qui-Gon, but like from the first, and then like say if they made a trilogy out of it, the last movie ends on him becoming a master in the Force, and then that's just what it is.
Because like, I don't know, Qui-Gon's cool, but I don't know if he's like a trilogy cool. I think that we can get like a solo type movie out of it, but like
Well,
I said,
Isn't Qui-Gon
Old Republic.
Qui-Gon's the one who found out about how to make your embodied spirit go to the afterlife, like
you
the
become
Force?
one with the Force.
Yeah, the Force ghost. That
Yeah.
was he found out about that.
I mean, yeah, like I said, he's interesting, but I don't know, like.
We didn't get to know because he died.
Well, we know about him through Legends, and in Legends, it's like, yeah, he's cool. He's a cool guy. But I'm tired of characters that we already know. That was the downfall to me of the sequel trilogy, is that they went, you guys remember Han Solo, Leia, and Luke, right? Look, they're there. But then they completely disrespected the way those characters were. I don't want to see any of the characters we already know from the movies. Like I said, if we had an Old Republic or a High Republic storyline with like a live action version of the Raven story, that'd be so incredibly cool, dude. He is sick. He's cooler than Darth Vader, just by far.
I'll pop a picture of Darth Raven right here. Here he is.
Darth Raven's right there. He's right there.
He's not in front of you. He's over by me.
Oh, wait.
Or he's somewhere on the screen. I don't know where he's gonna be. Somewhere. I don't know. Somewhere. He's here.
I don't know. Anyway, he's so cool. He has a purple lightsaber and a red lightsaber.
Purple one's my favorite.
And then there's that time that he gets tortured for like 1,000 years or something like that, and then he splits himself between the light side version and the dark side version, and the light side version of him becomes a Force ghost, but then the dark side version of him just kind of possesses his dead body.
He's so cool.
Leads like a Sith Crusade or something cool like that, dude. What the hell, man? It's so cool.
He is so cool. Darth
He's like-
Raven.
And he's like, he's got the two lightsabers, and it's sick. It's sick.
Fucking sick. I'm saying,
I'm just
dude.
saying, it's cool as hell.
I'm just saying, bro.
Because we got that High Republic book. We can throw a picture of that up. Also now.
Okay.
But
Who is-
and they showed the lightsabers. They had the cross guards, but not like a Kylo cross guard. It's like a real sword cross guard.
Who is your least favorite character from the sequel trilogies with Rey?
What's that girl's name?
The Asian lady
I don't know if she's Asian. We can't say
who
that.
who falls in love. The lady who falls in love with
With
Finn. Yes, that's who I'm talking
I
about.
can't remember her name. She okay. It seemed like okay. I say his name all the time. Why can't I remember his name? The guy who plays Finn. He said
That
that
guy.
they had planned for him to be so much more than he actually ended up being in the movies. He was supposed to be a Jedi too.
That would have been cool.
That would have been cool, right? He was supposed to be a Jedi too.
You could have been like,
And
he's
he was
from a
supposed to
descendant of
have-
Jedis.
He was supposed to have like a full. What if he's Mace Windu's kid? Whoa.
I feel like he'd be like a grandkid. I don't know if. I feel like
Grandkid, sorry,
I was
grandkid.
about to say, I feel like that's a long timeline.
That's a stretch, dude. Grandkid. Because, yeah, that'd work.
That would be sick.
That'd be cool. Anyway, and I think he was supposed to have a full what's her name, Rose, but he was supposed to have like a full like story arc with her, but then they sent them off to that gambling planet and then just said, all right, and while everything else was happening, and they went, all right, everything that Ray is doing is done, why don't you guys come back? And he did, but like so much more was supposed to happen.
He was
And then
gonna
there was that-
I love the scene where he was gonna sacrifice himself, and she went, nah.
Nah, and then she lived. She should have died there. One of them should have died. Either one or the other, one of them should have died there.
Why?
Because it makes the whole idea of somebody sacrificing themselves just nothing. Because she was like, no, no.
I can beat death.
Watch this. And then he doesn't. Like,
He's like,
So
I'm
Finn-
gonna do it. And she goes, no, the fuck, you're not. Then he's like,
so
what?
Finn ends up being like a bottom character because everything important that he was supposed to do just never happened.
Yeah.
And I really John Boyega. I really like John Boyega. I really like Finn. I thought Finn was a cool character. Just the sweatiest man alive in The Force Awakens. Jesus Christ. He's sweating the entire way through that movie.
Drip dropping. I'm
Yeah.
saying that movie had some moments where I was like, maybe we don't use this character right now at all.
Yeah, it's just she didn't make sense because they were like, look, we're gonna establish a love interest between Finn and Rey.
Yeah.
And they went, look at this new girl. And then she ended up just getting like pushed to the back lines because she A, didn't do anything important, B, wasn't memorable,
Memorable.
and C, she just didn't add anything. She just suddenly was there, and we were supposed to care about her.
I
but
feel
it's
like the
she wasn't
reason
the last
she
one.
was there is because the directors were looking for some sort of love interest because they're like, it's a Star Wars movie, we need a love interest, and then it's like, we'll use her, throw her in there, go ahead.
Here's the problem, right? Is that Poe has this love interest in that girl from the last movie. She has like the gold helmet.
I'm trying to remember.
I can't remember her name.
The pink-haired lady?
No,
I was
what?
about to say, what?
She's got the gold helmet and like the burgundy flight suit. And when they go onto that plane to get C-3PO's like brain fixed,
Got it.
that's his, right? One other male we're supposed to be caring about right now, Finn. Who's he like? Rey, as established by The Force Awakens. And they go, what if we throw in this random girl?
Dude, a Rey Finn love storyline would have been so good.
But no, we want Rey to kiss Ben Solo.
Adam Driver, the man, the
You know
myth.
what? That's why they
I
did
just
it.
had sex and now I'm gonna eat nachos.
That's why they did it. That's why they threw in Rose, so then they could do the switcheroo and then have Rey be in love with Kylo.
And then we got the iconic
He's wearing like the
the pants that go up there and he's like, what? Could you
He's
put
like,
a
"Whoa."
shirt? I love how she's like, could you put a shirt on? He's like,
no.
no. Look at my fucking pectorals.
It's like, bitch, you invaded my privacy.
You're invading my brain right now.
Get out of there, dude.
Get out of my
Get-
brain.
Get out of my brain, dude. I don't like it.
I also like that, who was it that said they were like, you'll never be like your grandfather? And he was like,
I don't know.
because his grandpappy is Darth Vader and he had the helmet and shit.
I hate that so much because it's like, no, dude. It's like, how could you be so incredibly misinformed of what he was? Because I'm sure Luke said at some point, yeah, dude, Darth Vader was Anakin Skywalker, the greatest Jedi who lived, fell to the dark side, ended up going back to the light and destroying the Emperor. And then Kylo Ren went, Darth Vader? And Luke's like, no, you missed the whole starting into that. Was good, went bad, is good. And Kylo's like, Darth Vader though.
But my lightsaber
like,
with the Force.
He's like, I'm gonna finish what you started. And it's like, but dude,
Maybe don't.
maybe no, because he didn't start that. Palpatine did, and Palpatine sucks.
You want your legs chopped off, Ben? Is that what you want?
Yeah, you die, cause you're dumb. I love Kylo Ren though.
Yeah, it's a cool character.
I love his helmet looks doofy as shit though. I don't like his helmet,
It really does not look good.
but I like the rest of his costume, and it's like his like his
Yeah.
lightsaber. And it's like,
Isn't his I like that his kyber crystal's broken.
yeah.
So it makes like a crackling sound. Oh, it's so
it's like
sick.
it's synthetic. It's not even a real one. That's why it's like that. It's because it's unstable.
That's so sick.
It's so sick, dude. He's so cool, but his helmet's doofy and his motives are flawed.
One of the scenes I did not like from the sequels, just because it gave me the creeps a little bit, is when Rey's in the thing with the mirrors and she's like looking at her hands and shit, and it's just going, and it goes on forever, just her reflection. I don't like that.
Oh, when she picks up the lightsaber.
No. When she like goes and takes a look into the dark side on the island, and she goes into the
Oh, yeah,
pit,
yeah.
and then she's down in the dark, and there's just like her reflection for infinite, and she goes,
Okay, I think the idea of this is really funny, because it's like dark side Rey, and then she has like riffraff teeth. She's like, it's like riffraff. It's like, in what universe? Because it sure as hell is not this one. Does becoming a Sith give you riffraff teeth?
I'm gonna be famous and I ain't gonna know nobody.
I'm about to blow up, dude. Act like I don't know nobody. It's like, just why? Why?
I don't know.
I don't know. Her lightsaber's cool though, where it's like the.
That's what I'm saying. Can we not expand upon that? Like the fact that just, I'm like,
Can we get something with someone else that has that?
yeah,
Like
that'd
the-
be great. Flip out
For
lightsaber,
context, when we go, it folds
open.
in half, and then it's open, and it's now it's a double-ended lightsaber, which is cool as shit.
Does that mean when it's folded upwards, if she turns it on like that, will it both come out, or is one side just pointless at that point,
Two blades would be cool though. It's like
where it's like,
it wouldn't do anything, but
I don't know, be pretty sick.
I don't know. I thought that movie was a mess. All three of them, they were a mess.
I hate the ending to the whole series where she's like, you know what?
Look,
I'm a Skywalker now.
because the whole point of the movie is like, your name doesn't matter, your lineage doesn't matter, and then she's like, I'm Skywalker. And it's like, but you spent the whole movie telling us why your name didn't matter, and then you just kind of went, but I'm a Skywalker. Why though? I'm just thinking, like, could you not have like gone with something else?
The yellow lightsaber is kind of badass.
That is cool though. Daisy Ridley said that she wouldn't come back as Rey if they asked her to, because she likes where that story let off. She was like, I think that was like a good conclusion for Rey. Which it was, but not a good conclusion for Kylo. That's like if Han Solo died at the end of
Revenge of the Sith. Not Revenge of the Sith, fuck.
Return of the Jedi. It's like if Han Solo died at the end of Return of the Jedi, which didn't happen. Why did Kylo Ren die? Wouldn't that have been so cool if he took Leia's lightsaber, and then she took her lightsaber. They buried Anakin's lightsaber. They buried Anakin's lightsaber. He took his mom's. She made her own. And then they just defended the galaxy.
That would have been so sick.
Because here's the thing. They really were like all or nothing, right? Because like she died, and then he was like, I'm going to give you all my life force. And then she's like, I'm alive. And then she dies.
Well, he dies.
Or he dies. I misspoke. He dies. It's like, could you not have like given her half of your life force?
50%.
And then you're both at 50, and then you both need to be like rehabilitated, opposed to it being just all or nothing. Why did he die? That was such a bad end for that character.
It really was.
I just think that I would have been much happier with the ending if he lived, they got married, she was Rey, Solo, and then that was the conclusion. I'm just saying.
Holy shit, we fixed the sequels.
I cracked the Da Vinci Code on that one.
We fixed the sequels. This is what it took.
I'm just saying, he lives. They bury Anakin's lightsaber. He takes his mom's. She makes her own.
And yes,
And
it is
then
Anakin's lightsaber.
And then you could have had the scene that mirrors the scene where Anakin and Padme got married, with the two of them, holding hands. And then you have like the shot of the twin sons, and then it's just the two of them standing in front of the farm. And then like R2-D2 rolls up, and then C-3PO like walks in. Insane.
Credits roll.
That was so cool.
And then it's going, and then that's the end of the movie. People leave
That would have
happy.
been such a good ending. I would forgive all of the sins of the entire sequel trilogy if that was the ending.
I would have been so happy if that was the ending. That would have been great.
No, they went, no, he dead.
And then instead of her going, I'm a Skywalker, she just goes, now I'm a Solo.
And like they're holding hands, and then like it zooms in, and they've got like their rings on. And you just get like not like a zoom, but you get like a shot of the rings. And then it's dual suns, and the droids come up, and they're standing there.
We could even throw in a few Force ghosts, because why not? Be like, oh, they're all here now. Do you think Han would have a Force ghost?
No.
I don't know. You never know.
Wait a minute. He did. He came to Kylo Ren on the ship. And he was like, son, straight up, what the hell?
See, yeah, he has a Force ghost, see?
And Kylo Ren was like, this lightsaber? He throws into the ocean.
Wait, which one did he throw in the ocean again?
His. Like the...
Oh, yeah.
He was like, boom. He just threw it. I have made myself even more mad.
Because that is a really good...
better ending.
That is a really good ending.
Being real. That's my headcanon. That's the ending.
That's
what I'm
gonna
going with.
that's gonna be my new
Kylo
headcanon.
Ren lives. He is now Ben Solo. They get married. She is Rey Solo, and then they just tend to the Skywalker farm.
Oh my god. Oh my
Defending
god.
the galaxy, man. Because Daisy Ridley was like, in my mind, Rey right now, she's just living her best life. No, she's not. Because the love of her life
Is
Ben
dead.
Solo, Kylo Ren, is fucking dead. He died. You killed him. Not her, but they killed him. I'm just saying, man.
Shit pisses me off.
Because he did like the thing. He was like, and he had the lightsaber. He was like, and then he was fighting shit. He was like, he's so badass. He was so cool. And they went, no, ma, he's dead. He died.
Why can't we just keep things?
Why couldn't you have lived though? I don't see any valid reason as to why you had to die.
He should have lived. I think that's the moral of the story. Is Ben Solo should have lived, and
He should have lived.
He should have lived. Should have lived. Should have.
So that, because you think about it, everyone else gets their happy ending, but Rey. She's like, I'm a Skywalker. First of all, no, you're not. Second of all, come on. She's the only character who didn't get a good ending.
Who? Right?
Except for, I guess, Kylo Ren, because he died.
Shit's whack.
I'm so mad now. I want that to be real. I want that to be real.
I really
so
want
bad.
that to be real. It's not. We can't change it.
Like,
maybe we need to direct Star Wars movies.
I love Star Wars so much, man.
Or be on the writing team. I'm saying.
I'll write Star Wars movies.
I'll write a Star Wars movie. Hell yeah.
I'll write a Star Wars video game for you. It'll be called 1313, and it'll have Boba Fett as a kid,
You mean the game that's already been?
and he will be traversing the lower levels of Coruscant, just being a bounty hunter.
This seems like an idea that that we could pick up on.
Yeah. You know, that just seems like a winner.
It definitely does seem like a winner. But the thing is, I feel like something like that's in production. I feel like
It's not in production.
I feel like something like that was in production.
It may have been at one point. Not
At
anymore.
one point, not anymore.
Why?
AKA EA, please release it. Okay.
Here's my thing with marketing, right? And like, just read your fan base. How fucking hard is that? Read your fan base. Fans love Boba Fett. Do we get any Boba Fett media? No.
Mandalorian. They're like, he's a Mandalorian.
Yeah, that's in season 2. But you gotta think, Boba Fett became popular the first time we saw him in 1978.
Holiday special.
So, why have we gotten no Boba Fett stuff? We saw him in the Clone Wars, but he wasn't Boba Fett like the way we know him, where he's like, pew, pew, pew. He was Boba Fett like, I'm mad, my dad is dead. And that's all we got to see of him. Come on. We need more Boba Fett stuff, because he's really cool. We got 2 games of nothing but Darth Vader and Galen Merrick. Because people like Darth Vader. We saw more Darth Vader. People, I would say that the second most loved Star Wars character besides Darth Vader is Boba Fett.
Yeah, probably.
So where's our Boba Fett stuff? Come on.
I will say, hear me out. This is how I would do Boba Fett and Mace Windu coming back to the Mandalorian. Now hear me out.
Ooh, both of them, because Boba Fett wants to kill Mace Windu.
Hear me out. Mace Windu and Ahsoka are hanging out. They're like, oh my God. Right? Whatever. Mace Windu, at this point, has not seen Boba Fett, like, in his get-up. He just remembers him as a little baby boy.
Little baby boy.
Little baby boy. Because, if I remember correctly, Mando right now still has the armor.
Yeah.
So, Mace Windu makes his return. He's like, ah, shit, I'm Mace Windu, whatever. Everyone's like, oh, God. He sees the armor. Whatever. Starts doing some... And then they run in... At some point down the line, they run in to Boba Fett, who wants his armor back. Because that's kind of the whole point. He's looking... the armor's out there. He's going to get the armor because I'm Boba Fett, and that's why they showed him. Am I wrong about that? He's going to get his armor back from the guy.
People are saying that he gave up bounty hunting after the Sarlacc, and that he doesn't care about his armor.
Well, in my version, he cares about his armor, so he's gonna go get it back. So he confronts them, gets the armor back. He's wearing his black garbs, has his hood up, gets the armor back, runs away. Because he's not ready to, like, fight yet. And then, later on down the story, everything's going fine. Mace Windu still tracking along with Ahsoka and them. And then we have the conflict between Boba Fett and Mace Windu. Everyone else flees. He's like, get out of here, run, whatever. And then it is just a fight between Mace Windu and Boba Fett, and Boba Fett kills Mace Windu, and that brings it full circle because it brings it all back to when Mace Windu killed Boba Fett's dad. And I think
He could behead him with the Darksaber and go. Psh.
oh my fucking God.
He can do the spin move he did on Jango Fett.
Well, I don't know if he needs to be at him, but I think just a proper just shoot him, and then that brings it full circle.
Can we talk about how Mace Windu just thought it'd be a good idea to behead the clone template, that thing you need? He just thought it'd be a great idea to just kind of cut his head off? Because Jedi, as far as I know, aren't necessarily supposed to go for, like, you know,
Cutting
kills.
off heads.
Typically it's like, oh, I'm gonna arrest you. And I get it, he was in danger. You couldn't disarm him? You just thought the idea was to take his head off? First
Very
of all, you
swiftly at that.
orphaned a kid. And you killed the template for the army you guys kinda need. And then when Boba Fett's like, dude, you straight up killed my dad. Mace Windu goes, so? Yeah, you killed his dad. You straight up cut his head off for, like, little to no reason.
again, very clean, very good move into the
Head gone, rolled.
just rolled, done, over.
So it's like, yeah, Mace Windu has like plenty of reason to be pissed, because you kind of just killed his dad right there.
You mean Boba Fett has reason to be pissed?
Boba Fett. Who'd I say?
Mace Windu.
No, Mace Windu is such a bitch baby. I hate that guy.
Wow. Okay.
I don't like him. He sucks.
What do you think of Ki-Adi-Mundi, the big boy, big head?
I don't like him just based on his appearance.
What about Kit Fisto?
I like me some Kit Fisto though.
Dude, sick. Underwater man.
He's like in the water
We watched the entire animated Clone Wars series
from
in
2003.
in one night.
One night. It's only like 3 hours of content, but we were there till 2 a.m.
Favorite part of that entire show: Asajj Ventress fighting Anakin. They're fighting. He kills her. Stands there. Looks for about 10 seconds down and just goes, ah, and then it cuts and that's it. And he has that weird range where he's like, ah, and then it cuts off.
Yeah, he's like, grr, grr.
And then he gets the blueness and then he's Blue Boy.
Becomes a god,
You know, like you do.
like you do.
You know.
Mind you, at the time, this was considered to be canon.
Can you uncanonize things?
Yes, Disney said that anything that was created before 2014 that isn't Star Wars: The Clone Wars isn't canon. It's like all the comic books, all the video games, none of that's real. Which basically means that
Is The Force Unleashed still canon?
nope. Nope.
I feel like that was released after.
No, that was like 2012.
Oh shit, you said 2014. I thought you meant before 2003. Shit. 2014. Oh my god.
Which basically means that Darth Malak and what's his name?
Raven.
Darth Raven don't exist.
Which
Why?
means we can't get a movie about them unless they make
I
it
mean-
and then it is.
Unless we get a remaster of those games, which would be so cool.
Someone do that.
Oh my god, I would play the absolute shit out of Knights of the Old Republic. I already have. I played through the second one. First one just I didn't think it was as cool, so I didn't play through that one. But I
would
did play
love
through the second one.
I would love a game based on like Darth Raven or Darth Vader, I guess, if you want to do it. They were going to make a Darth Maul game. I don't know what happened to that, but they were going to do it where you just go slaughter Jedi, and I feel like that would be really cool. I don't know. I just feel like that. I like games where you get to take your anger out.
It's just
You're
like
just
Auto
ah.
Homicide 3.
Over the hedge. God damn. Dude, it is. Star Wars is a thrilling series. And
It really is.
again, if you don't like sci-fi, I still recommend you try it and do it for the storyline. Because you got romance, tragedy, friendship. You know?
It really bothers me when people are like, I don't like Star Wars. And then you're like, well, have you ever watched it? And they're like, no.
But I know I wouldn't like it. Like, then.
It's like, but what does that mean? How do you know? There is something there for everybody. There's comedy, there's tragedy, there's romance, there's sci-fi, there's fantasy. Wow.
And
In the
combat.
In The Mandalorian, you got some like horror with like the spiders.
Well, my mom was like, I don't really like Star Wars, so I don't know if I'm going to like this. And we all watched The Mandalorian the other night. And she went, you know what? I'm happy I watched this. This actually isn't bad. And I was like, whoa. Crazy how that works.
Crazy.
Crazy how that works. It's actually not that bad. Mandalorian is really... She was like, there's a lot of money that goes into this. I was like, Mom, it's Star Wars. Yes, a lot of money goes into this.
Oh, did we talk about how Disney reported their first net loss in the last 40 years, and it was like $5 billion?
How?
I want to say it's because the parks are closed or were closed.
That makes sense. But then you're
5
telling me that's
billion.
how much money they make off their parks?
I guess so.
Holy shit.
Especially because the California location is closed. They still haven't opened Disneyland yet.
Maybe that's what I'll ask to do for my 18th birthday.
Open Disneyland.
No, go to Disney World. It's
I
open.
want to go. I want to go back so bad. I just want to go to. I want to go build a lightsaber so bad, man. That's all I want to do.
I want a lightsaber. I want to build a lightsaber. Hell yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I don't care about literally anything else. I just want to go to.
No, I want to do all the rides. All the rides. Every park, every ride, all of them.
You can fucking pay to do all the rides. I'm not doing that shit again. I am not paying $1,000 to ride all those rides.
Well, if I go,
will do-
I'm going to be
I
there
will-
for at least a week.
A week? I rode all the rides in a weekend.
No, I know. I'm saying I want to experience, you know? It's an experience. You go and you're like, oh my god, go to the animal kingdom. Oh, look at the fucking lion and shit. Like,
4 days at the most.
I mean, you could go a little longer.
I'd say 5 days. I would not go a whole week.
Okay.
I went for, I'd say, I think I was there for 4 days. And I rode every ride. I saw literally everything.
Did you go on the Kim Possible ship? I remember I went there when I was super little, and I remember walking by a building and just hearing Kim Possible things play, and I didn't go in there. I was just like,
Yeah, we rode everything.
I was like, what the fuck?
And we did everything. Except build a lightsaber. God, I want to do that so bad. I want to go back.
Was the Star Wars ride? Were the Star Wars rides open?
The Millennium Falcon one was, but Rise of the Rebellion was not even.
Isn't that the one where there's like Kylo Ren? You walk through the giant base and there's shit. I want to do that. That's the one I want to do.
I want to do that.
I want to do
We
that.
gotta,
so
we
bad.
gotta, we gotta get all the boys, and we gotta save up some money to go to Disney, and then we gotta just do it.
Oh my god, I would love to do that ride where you just fucking see Kylo Ren
Yeah,
walking by and you're like, ah.
it's damn expensive, dude. Because you gotta take at least like $700 spending money.
At least if you're gonna do
Everything
anything.
there is expensive as shit. Lightsaber thing, just it, $200. You're down to 500. You want to build a droid too? That's 100. You're down to 400. You're buying some knickknacks. Oh, you want this cool piece of clothing? Probably about like 100.
I also
down to
love
300.
flying, so
The Millennium Falcon ride was so cool.
well, I mean like on an actual plane. I love flying, so.
I don't like planes.
So
I've
how do
never
you
been
normally
on one.
How do you normally get there?
We drove. It's not that bad of a drive.
Or you just fly, and you get there
I've
quicker.
never been on a plane. It sounds scary.
Dude, the
Can we
best
take-
time to go
we should
on a
take the
plane.
train. We should take the train. You can take a train all the way there.
You'd rather go on a train than a plane.
Yes, it's on the ground.
You've never been on a plane before?
Yep.
I feel like the best time to try is with the boys, and then we can document it.
It just seems scary. I know it's like
it is.
I know it's so safe. I think you're more likely to die on a train than you are an airplane.
You're more likely for a train
but
to
it's
derail
so
than you are for a plane to crash.
scary, dude. That's terrifying. I don't want to be that high. That is unimaginably high up. And I'm just there. That sounds scary. I'm sorry. I don't like heights at all.
Neither do I. I hate heights, but you think about it. So what you have to think about, it's only really scary if we go on a flight and me and you ride together, I will take the window seat because when you have the window seat, you can just see the ground sometimes and how high up you are.
No, sir.
So
No,
I'll take the
sir.
window seat if we fly together.
My sister was in an airplane once. I don't think my brother's ever ridden in an airplane.
Airplanes are
No, he
sick.
has. I think my brother has ridden in a biplane.
It's just a giant bus.
Funny story though about the Avatar ride.
Avatar.
So it's-
I haven't been there in a while, so I don't know what if there's a new ride. Avatar, like blue people Avatar.
Blue people.
Sick.
So it's like an AR thing where you're in the you're supposed to be on the back of one of those big flying creatures.
Oh, cool.
So it is me, my brother, and some woman. And there's a bunch of people that way. Anyway, that's the lineup that you need to worry about. So we do this ride. We go all the way through it. So the thing is that it splashes water up at you, right?
Yeah.
Guys, you're going through waterfalls. My brother gets hit by liquid, and he's like, "There's no waterfall." The lady beside him threw up into her hands, and it splashed my brother. There is vomit everywhere. She has covered every surface she possibly could with her vomit, including my brother.
Oh my god.
So everyone's freaking out because there's vomit. I just love when we got off and CJ was like, he looked at me and he was like, yeah, I was just like, there's no waterfall here. And then I look over and she puked everywhere. And that's when it hit me that, oh yeah, there is no waterfall. But there is a woman throwing up beside me.
Oh my god.
See, it was like a that was, yeah.
Dude, there is a cafe up there. It is the Winnie the Pooh cafe thing. That place is lit.
Let me tell you, dude.
You do your towel like this, getting rowdy.
I went to the cantina. No, I didn't go to the cantina. Cantina, there was a really long line to get to the cantina. I just went to the restaurant. It's in Galaxy's Edge. And I got a panini with some hummus and some like other shit.
Oh?
And that was so fucking good. I will go on record as saying I have never had better food than that restaurant in Disney. That specific, the Galaxy's Edge restaurant, the drink I got and the food I got was the absolute best thing I've ever put in my body.
Holy shit! I need to try it now. Because those are some claims.
Dude, it was so good. I wanted more, man. I was just like, God, I want more.
I'm saying Disney needs to happen.
We got to go at some point when COVID isn't that big of a worry.
Isn't that big of a hassle?
Yeah.
I'm saying
My brother just went, but they wore masks and everything was safe. They went.
Do you think they're allowing people to do the rides?
Yes.
Well, I'm just saying that because they have to sanitize it off and stuff.
Yeah, they just space everybody out and they clean everything.
I really want to do the ride where it goes. I forget what the fuck it's called, and then it goes
Slinky.
backwards.
Expedition Everest.
Hell
Fuck
yeah.
that one. Slinky Dog was so fun. I love Slinky Dog. Anybody that's ridden Slinky Dog ever, Slinky Dog's fun.
I'm guessing it's the Toy Story Slinky Dog.
Yes.
Got it. All right.
You're on Slinky Dog, and there's a part where he's like, I'm stretching out, and then he stretches out, but he stretches out. It makes the sound of a spring extending, and he goes boing, and you go vroom, and it's really fun.
Oh well.
Let me tell you a little story. I had just purchased my Legacy lightsaber. It's up there, and the blade's right there. And they were like, let's ride Slinky Dog. And I was like, all right, sick. And I was like, do you have anywhere where I can set this? And they are supposed to say yes, but they had already strapped me in. So the lady went, just hold it. So I just had to hold my $200 Legacy lightsaber and blade. And let me tell you, I have never held onto something that tight before in my entire life. I was like a little kid holding my mom's hand crossing the street. That was the tightest death grip I've ever had on anything ever. Because that ride, it's like a kid ride, but it's still a roller coaster. You're going pretty damn fast. And there was one moment where it slid because I had it pushed up against the front of the cart.
Mm.
And I lost my footing and it slid and there's just an opening. And it was going for the opening and I was like, and I stomped on it. Very glad I didn't break it, but I stomped on it and slid it back to the front, and it just was like this the whole ride. I was like,
Oh my god. I would have
This
had a
lady was
panic
li-
attack.
The lady was like, "Yeah, make sure that doesn't move. To keep it there." And I was like, "Make sure it does. It's a roller coaster." And she
Just
was like,
make sure-
"Sorry."
Make sure shit doesn't break. You know, just
And there's that other one in Animal Kingdom, I believe. But you're in the water and you're on this big raft and you're just going. You go down like a waterfall. That one would have been really fun, except it stopped. There's like a set of like rollers on the bottom that keep you going, and they just stopped. So then they had us like move between floats to get us closer and closer to the edge. That CJ said that the last time he went, it was not like that. But so many things just didn't work when we went.
oh god.
Like Tower of Terror, how you like you're supposed to like go up, like because like the two different sides they do. One throws you up really quick and you come down slow. The other one takes you up really slow and then drops you really quick. But when you get to the top, you're supposed to like see out the door. The door is open. And
Yeah.
You can see out. They were just open and the lights were on, so we could just see everything, and it was terrifying. I want to say Space Mountain, maybe. I can't remember. It's the one where you're in the dark, and then it's supposed to look like there's stars everywhere, and you're doing that one on the inside. Anyway,
Space Mountain.
it's supposed to be dark. And I found out there's a very, very good reason for that. They forgot to turn the lights back off when we rode it the second time we had ridden it. And let me tell you, yeah, there's a reason the lights are supposed to be off. There's scaffolding everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's scary as shit, dude. There's scaffolding everywhere. And there is a couple times, and I'm not the tallest man ever. I'm about 5'10" and some change. And I'm in this cart, and there's scaffolding going boom, right over my head.
No.
And there's bars that I could do this, and I could touch them, and we're going fast as shit. And it's like, imagine you put your hands up. You're in the dark. You put your hands up. Arms gone. Because there's bars. They're like, boom, boom, boom. It's like, yeah, you're in the dark. And when I'm in the light, I can obviously see it. I'm like, yeah, I shouldn't put my arms outside of the car. I shouldn't lift up or anything like that because I'll fucking die. In the dark, you don't know that. You don't see shit.
And sometimes your thing to do on a roller coaster is that.
Yeah. And it's like, oh, that's a bar. That's a bar. That's a bar. Oh, God.
Wow.
Rock and Roller Coaster was fun. That one, I think that's the only ride that does a loop.
Aerosmith. That's the Aerosmith ride, right?
Yeah, you go, boom. That one's really fun. I was really scared about that one. So I was like, I don't want to do a loop, man. That's scary as hell. And they were like, it goes so fast, you're not even going to feel it. And I was like, vroom. I was like, I felt it, but it was fine. I was scared about literally every ride until I rode it, and then I wasn't, except for Expedition Everest and Tower of Terror. Those rides suck so incredibly hard.
If we go and we do fly there, I'm going to be more excited to catch a reaction on a plane than I am anything else on that entire trip.
Dude, I'm straight gonna pass out. I'm gonna take whatever sleeping meds I can and just sleep the whole ride.
The worst part is taking off. Once you're in the air, it is literally the easiest thing ever. You don't feel anything. It is literally as though you are in a bus, except you don't feel it moving.
I'm in a bus, but in the sky.
Well, yeah, but you don't
Sky
really...
bus.
Taking off's kind of rough because it's like,
Taking a trip to Sky High
Sometimes-
University.
you know where y'all should take a trip? To our YouTube channel.
To our YouTube channel. That is the only place where you can watch
This.
this.
You can watch this. There's a video.
What time are we at?
1 hour and 9 minutes.
Oh God, very late minute sports time with Connor.
Sports. And it's whatever. NFL's happening. Cowboys won a game. Yeah, it's not that big of a deal. Everyone fucking sucks in that division. I'm just sad at this point. The NFC East sucks. NBA draft happened. Lamelo's on the fucking Charlotte. Whatever, dude. I don't even know. It was so. Sports this week have just been trades are going down in the NBA. Shit's going sideways. The NFL, like, who even knows anymore? No one. The people like, who's gonna go to the Super Bowl? I don't know. We're seeing we are filming this on a Monday. So the Rams and Bucks are playing tonight. Whoever wins that, good for you. The Chiefs look good. Cowboys actually won a game. I'm getting a phone call for some reason. I feel like I should answer it. I feel like it'd be good content. But yeah, sure. That was sports time with Connor. Nothing much has really happened.
Sports time with Connor.
People won games.
Once again, I'd like to apologize for this episode being a little different. I'm not going to be here on the day we normally film, so we really just had to get one out so we don't leave you guys dry with no content from the boys.
Like, well, yeah, dude.
So, in conclusion, Star Wars, really cool.
Pretty
Kinda
sick.
Concerned about the way that the movies are going to end up going in the future, but
I think it's gonna be
Star
good.
Wars is really cool.
Yeah.
In conclusion,
You said-
oh wait, we were talking about Disney. Disney's cool. Just I'm a wuss and don't like some of the rides. Anyway, this has been a Boys and Bears with Maxwell Connor. As always, I'm Maxwell.
And I'm Connor, and we'll see y'all.
Have a great
next week.
Thanksgiving, guys. Have fun with your families.
Y'all
See
stay
you
chillin'.
boys later.
Bye.
Bye bye.